Okay, good morning, everybody. This is MDB coming at you here on Saturday, September 2nd at 11:40 a.m. and I'm recording a weekend review video. And so far, this one, I'm going to try and use the word bullish a little bit less. Mrs. J gave me some feedback that I said it way too many times in the last video. So I'm gonna do my best to try harder. This stuff is hard, Mrs. J. Come on, give me a break. But so let's get into it and take a look at what's going on here. So get into it. This program is TC2000. It's a great charting program in my opinion. I've got 6 different watch lists here, and let's click on the indexes one. And I like to go through these charts very fast. I'm looking for the latest week, and I'm looking for interesting stuff that happened because that's what we want to see. We want to see the unusual stuff, the interesting stuff, etc. So right here, I can see we've got a box breakout on the MLP index. MLPs are great for income, oil and gas. I've got some in my income portfolio, so quite happy to see this go up. All right, let's start whipping through these. Try and get through these fast. And you know, the first impressions are usually correct impressions. Sometimes you look at a chart and you just overanalyze it, and then you make a mess out of it. Usually, the first thing that hits your gut feeling tends to be correct. So the ARC, we're not going to worry about ARC. Here is a new Darvas box on the NASDAQ index. Um, the minimum for a Darvas box, in my opinion, is 3 weeks. And what we're looking for is a sideways range. Now, everybody's all excited because, you know, short holiday week. Yeah, the Bears got their butts kicked and some stocks ripped. But on the weekly charts here, and my core view is weekly, on the weekly chart, this is just a sideways consolidation. And it's a nice rebound, but has it really done anything special? No, not really. It's just a rebound. Now, if you're a trend follower and using this weekly moving average or any weekly moving average, it was just a standard pullback. But if you want to be a long-term trend follower, yeah, you got to go through pullbacks sometimes. They suck. Some people can't handle pullbacks. On some stocks, I cannot handle it and I'll sell it. Other ones, I know it's going up and I can handle it. It's just, it's individual preference on whether or not you're taking profits and selling here at the signal when it showed up, or if you're just going to sit and ride through it and hope it continues its uptrend. To every investor, it's a different flavor. To each his own. Ooh, Ethereum. Look at that. Hello. Boy, the bulls just got spanked on this. Big green volume up, tried to break out, and instead it just formed a shooter bar. Shooter's an inverse hammer. That's bearish. If this thing crosses below, whew, get out of town. This thing has good odds of going down more rather than up. So I guess something happened with the crypto news. I wasn't really following it all that closely. But yeah, what looked out to start, the bulls just got bulls got ambushed, it looks like. Let's see anything else coming out. So, oh, Bitcoin, same deal. And look here, you get a shooter bar right here, and now it happens again here. And all on big volume too. So man, the bulls just got fire sacked. They got led into a ravine and then just, you know, got torn to pieces. That looks ugly. But I don't have any crypto, so I'm not going to worry about it. Oh, gold's going up a little, but getting closer to a Darvas box top. Maybe it even does a breakout here. I don't know, but we'll see. Whoop. High yield bonds, nothing special. This makes sense. IGV, Software Index Fund, breaking out of the box, but what's missing? Volume. Where's the volume? That's pretty typical of when the bears get rolled, but maybe, you know, long-term bulls aren't really all that thrilled for a brand new uptrend. It's more like the shorts got smoked. Yeah, look at these two big volumes in housing. Nervous longs puked it out, and then whoops, goes right back up. Another shooter bar on, what is this? Healthcare. Amazing, with the high cost of healthcare, to think that these stocks might even go down. It's like, please. More sideways boxes. Look at this. This here is the NASDAQ 100 equal weighted. And you know, that looks like a nice little rebound. You got an inside week right here. That's this light gray. And it broke higher above the inside week. Okay, that's a bullish signal. Your buy point is roughly the top of the inside week bar, right at the yellow line. But it's not exactly ripping on fire when it comes to equal weighted. QQQs. Nice rebound, but it's not a new breakout. Ugh. Mainstream America, you got inside bar buy signal right there, but Mainstream America is lagging a little bit compared to tech. This price should be up here somewhere if it was a lot stronger and healthier. Unfortunately, that's a lot of dividend stocks. I got that in the family trust. So we're just going to hope they increase the dividends. This thing here, the SHI, short-term bonds, if this is going down, it means the Fed might raise more. Inflation is going up. So at the moment, inflation is still a problem. Lots of articles saying inflation is done. Hey man, I'll believe it when I see it, when the short-term treasuries actually go up. Semiconductors, nothing really special there. S&P 500, yeah, rebound, inside bar, resolution, buy signal around 44.50, but beyond that, it's a nice trade. Maybe you hold on to it, maybe it breaks out higher, or maybe it doesn't. I don't know. We'll see. Same deal. This is the interesting one. Look at that. McClellan oscillator. This is about sentiment. 3 weeks ago, they were terrified, puking out stocks, and then it rips to the upside. And now look, we're almost at euphoria again. It's unbelievable. Stocks above the 200-day moving average, right at 50%. Half of all the stocks on the market are above the 200-day moving average. That's not bad. Stocks above the 40-day moving average. This was getting down into alarm levels, and look at that nice rebound. Sentiment, baby, gets too low on one side, then rips back to the other. Solar ETF, look at that little rebound. But you know what? I'm still bearish on solar because they were puking it out down here, and now the rebound, there's no volume on this rebound. They just weren't that excited about it. TLTs, bonds. I put on Twitter that it was going to hit this level and then bounce, and it did. And it bounced, and now sellers reappeared. So that's not the greatest long trade. I still think rates are going higher. Uranium's still heading up. VIX crashed. Home builders ETF, XHB. Haha, look at that. Panic! Oh my God, oh my God. And then whoop, right back up. There's some pissed off longs on that one. They got shake and baked. Shake and bake. XLE energy keeps marching higher. It's not good for gas prices. And that's the index list. Now let's get into the stocks list. Number two list, big volume. This is what I consider to be the best of the best because it had textbook box breakouts where the volume's in the right spot here. AAOI. I said a week or two ago that all these long tails indicated resistance. Look at this. It did a fourth one. Unbelievable. The bulls keep pushing and the bears keep pushing back. Something's got to give at some point on this one. I have no interest in it. AMR, I do own this one right here at the blue. And look at that. Great week. Making money. Ring the... ANET, I bought it, I sold it last week, I rebought it this week, all at the 184 level. Why did I buy it 184? Because right here, this bar right here, it's the top of this inside day. Ever since then, it formed sort of a line here. It didn't break above it. And if you need, something, some sort of definition, well, pick something. So that's why I chose that. But I'm long this again because, again, due to the strong box breakout here. Breakout with a yellow bar, that's very bullish. But this stock's history is that it's very choppy and can be very difficult to own. But if you get it at the right spot and things go your way, then you've got a great trade. SLH, I own this one all the way back in April. Doing great. I don't even think about that one. CVNA, box breakout. What's missing? Volume. So congrats to the longs. It's basically an inside week right here. Bear bullish resolution across the top. And that's a great trade. But it would be nice if there was another big green volume bar here to push it along. But in contrast, there are no big red subbars at all anywhere. There hasn't been one since December of last year. So this is definitely a very bullish stock. I do not have it, but if you did buy it, you're in a good spot. I like it. The ELF, I've got it. And look at that. If you draw a line across here, went above it, market didn't quite like it, came down. Now it's back above it, and it's above on green volume. I like that. I'm long this one, and I think it's a primary leader. If you don't have it, I think you should consider having it. And that's all I'll say about that. I'm not an investment advisor, so trade at your own risk. Ha, they always say that. Oh, Google, this one needs a box. And here, drawing boxes is easy. It's just a framing tool, Darvas use dailies, I use weeklies. It don't matter. It's just a framing tool to help understand what's going on with the trend. Oh, IonQ. I wish I had this one, but it's just too hard to hold. Maybe if it does a box breakout, maybe we'll have to buy it all again. I don't know. We'll see. NVIDIA, okay, bulls. On that earnings, it went up, had a shooter bar right there. Kind of bearish. It suggests that a lot of people were selling, but then look at this week. The buyers came back, did create a box breakout, a textbook breakout right there. Volume's in the right spot. Yeah, it's an inside week, but the bulls will just not be denied on this. I bet you this one goes higher. Up here, that's very bullish. It would be completely understandable if you sold and took profits in there, but it's also understandable if you held just due to what the company's doing and the general bullishness. You can't fault anybody with either choice. Yeah, lots of general rebounds. Basically, trend following bulls got their butt saved. Phew. All right, let's go to list 3. Bullish items, but without the big volume in the right spots. APP, this is what I do not have, but man, look at that trend. This is just gorgeous. Big green volume, big green, big green, big green, red, and then a big green one. Whatever they do, they're doing it right. AXON starting to move up again. Yellow bar buy signal. This is on their earnings. Then it consolidated for 2 weeks. 2 inside bars, one after the other. And there's your buy entry right there across the top. If you went for it, you've got a profit. Ugh, bros. I thought this was something here with this yellow bar and the big volume, but this is just a trade failure. I had to sell this. I took a small loss on it, and we'll put this in the bearish thrust column. This is just a disappointment. This is where something bullish happened, but there's no follow through, and the market didn't really get excited about it. So I still will keep an eye on this one for the future. But at the moment, this is just a disappointment. It's a failure. It happens. We'll remove it from that list. Oh, look at that. Uranium, CCJ keeps going up. Congrats, uranium bros. Does coin look super exciting from that SEC news? Eh, not really. Moving up. Monday, moving up. I'm long this one, and I hope it has a box breakout. We'll see. Just sit and let it happen, if you can. Come on, STAA. I bought this. I'm long this in the family trust. I think this is a great spot based on this big volume bar, but, we'll see what happens. That's all that sort of sticks out on this one. Let's go to list 4, bearish thrusts. Anything exciting happening in here? Tesla. So Tesla had a bearish shooter bar right here. Decent volume, just a little above average, but this is bearish. If this breaks below, about 234, 235, 236, what's the low of this bar? 235.35. Set your alerts. If it breaks below that, short it. I shorted it from up here and then covered down here. But yeah, that might be a good new short. Then it goes back down this way. If you're bearish, that's how I would look at it. See what happens. You've got signal and then reaction to signal the next week. You don't know what it's going to do. Maybe it keeps going up. I don't know. List 5. This is the box breakdowns. This happens all the time. So this is Apple. You get a bearish shooter bar, earnings, crashes downwards, box breakdown, goes down, hits a moving average, and then bounces right back up. And frankly, this trade is nullified. Is it super bullish? But it's the kind of thing where if you're bearish, it just didn't work out. I was in this. Where did I cover? I put it on at 185 and a quarter, and I covered right about there. I'll change this to blue. So I made a couple bucks, but I didn't make anything huge. 185 to, because I used the top of that as a pivot. We'll call it 185 to 182. Yay, I made $3 profit. Woohoo! Not that much when you consider where it went, and overall the stock is still very expensive. So we'll see. It happens. AEHR. This, my friends, is a Darvas box breakout and deserves to go on list 2. You see how it came down and now formed a box, and boom. Look at that breakout. AMD had a box breakdown right here, but volume was very low, not very convincing. Now it's back up into the box range, but volume is light. I wouldn't be too excited about this, bulls. I've heard from other people that, yeah, maybe the AMD tech is not as good as the NVIDIA tech. I don't know, but this is not very bullish. All right, let's see. Broadcom, 2 bearish shooter bars in a row. The bulls are going in and the bears are ready for them and selling. How do we interpret that? Jesus. And we've got this one right here as well. I'd interpret this as NVIDIA is super bullish. The rest of semiconductors is sort of average to above average. Crocs, look at this. Last couple of weeks, market ripped. Crocs did nothing. This has been an avoid ever since April. Now, I've mentioned on the monthly that monthlies, it'll probably resolve here, when the bands squeeze it all together. Probably around here in October, maybe. October, November. Until then, there's no reason to be in Crocs. No, there's nothing going on here. Ugh. See, there's a reason why you put stocks on avoid lists. Either short or avoid them. A huge bearish signal right here, and look, we've had bullish rebound, and all this stock has done is go down. Boy, where's its floor going to be? Down here in the teens, maybe? Avoid. ENPH, I'm a bear on. This is the only short I've got left. It's not doing very well, but the market went up. They're really hard to do. ESTC, that is a bullish yellow bar buy signal. Not the greatest chart pattern, but this is a company that I've kept my eyes on. Because that's a bullish signal, we'll move it to the bullish list. Yeah. Oh, IoT right here. That there is a box breakout. Change the list. Oh, and let's look at it on the monthly. Oh, I'll have to update that. Look at that. Here's that monthly resistance. This will be a big question whether this is going to blow through this or is it going to stop and everybody will bail out of it again. Personally, I think it's a very expensive, rich stock, but we'll see what happens. Get it off this list. MDB, my namesake, with a bullish blue excitement bar. The problem with these bars is they signal huge enthusiasm. Like all the bulls waiting on the sidelines said, yes, it's time, and they all rush in. And the problem is usually there's no follow through on these bars. So we'll see if this price goes higher, but more likely it's going to go sideways or even lower. And then all these bulls who jumped in will get screwed, or they'll get shaken out or something. All right, only got a few minutes left, so we'll whip through the remaining ones. Just again, looking for interesting stuff going on. Netflix here, shaping up to maybe a box breakout. OPRA, look at this. Signal, and then reaction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 weeks of down before you finally got a rebound week. Amazing. And this is potentially going to start a new Darvas box. Oh, we'll call it something like this for now. Yeah, that looks about right. PLTR, super exciting until this red sell bar, and now it's gone totally quiet. Nothing going on there at the moment. Shop, big rebound. But yeah, you see, it's just to the top of the bar, the box here. Still, it's done nothing. It's great if you took a chance and bought it down here, but there's no signals down here. There's no reason for me to be saying, oh, this is a spot. I got to buy it right here. Give me a signal. I trade signals, not other stuff. If there's any piece of advice I can give, trade signals. Wait for the signal. Oh, ZS, look at that. Box breakout, but volume's missing. So we'll put this on list 3. And you see, as the market improves, this list gets shorter, shorter and shorter. In huge bull markets, I got very few stocks on list 5. All right, let's do the remaining ones and then we'll wrap. Oh, look at that. Oh, there's Berkshire Hathaway. And look at that, the upper resistance. Overall, America is doing good because Berkshire is a huge company. So that's always good to see. Warren Buffett's getting richer and richer. Well, this one here needs to be. This is the biggest frickin' Darvas box. And it's just going to continue until this range resolves. Four, Fro. Oh, signal and very poor reaction. No reason to buy it. Fastly, FSLY. God, I was all over this during this period here, and then I just gave up on this signal right there. I gave up on it. I just couldn't see it, and look what it did. It just moved up in a very herky-jerky manner, but it's been moving up. And now I always thought it had potential, but it's just one it's just not for me. Congrats to the bulls who stuck it out. Globe here, big volume bar, but it's sort of closed in the middle. That means for every bull there was a bear. All right, we're almost done here. Oh, box breakout in oil, OII, oil drilling. Look at that. Oracle, look at this. Pink bar signal right here. Pink bar means pay attention. What did it do? It resolved to the upside. Congrats, bulls. Maybe it goes up for a box breakout. I don't know. And we're just about done. URI. Box breakout. Missing volume, so we'll put it in list 3. VFS. I never really heard about this one. I guess it was ripping, and now it's crashing. I don't know anything about it. Don't care. Don't know, don't care. Workday. Solid company. Every company uses their software. Goes into list 3. So you can see by moving these to different lists, you can tell just if the market is more bullish or less bullish. In my opinion, it's more bullish. Okay, so that's it for the weekend review. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye.